Most of the time, the vulnerable people are actually in areas where we don't have access.
There is a war, there's collapse of infrastructure.
The affected people are expecting a lot, but we have limited resources for that.
The operational limitation is the absence of technology, access, security, staffing capacity.
We need to come together and then coordinate with each other who's going to take this area, who's going to take that area.
Logistics, protection, migration issues.
Questions to them?
I did not see the structures that you have put in place for intervention.
The problem is we are talking about the areas that are not under the control of the government.
Even inside the rebel areas or non-governmental areas, we have structure. The donor or the NGO, they know who have to talk to.
But I didn't see anything regarding the opposition or the opposition-held areas or the people there.
We talk about nurses, doctors, but of course there are limitations.
These are refugees or IDPs.
IDPs.
Of course, there are areas where the government cannot go.
No, we mentioned about most of the population are living in the areas that are under the control of the government.
What part of the government are you talking about? If I'm the military, I'm only going to be interested in those areas which I think are likely to support me. I saw a hand back over there with a question.
The priority should be the coordination.
So security for me is the biggest priority.
So the priority for the affected people is a peace.
I want to learn from you all, really. Humbly I'm looking at.
What I learned is that in this kind of context where you are internal, is very challenging. You talk about problems that you have, but you have limitations. You are not able to solve them.
You need to some intervention in education, health, water.
The needs are overwhelming.
The government, they have their own interests, and the UN, they have their own interests, and the NGO, they have their own interests, and the affected people, they have their own interests. That's what I cannot even link to all these interests.
So you have to be clear, where is your real target community? Apart from the beneficiaries, where are your real supporters? Your decision-making has to be predicated upon how you think your supporters see the problem, not just how you see the problem. You have to be a barometer, really, and be very keenly aware of all the dimensions of your decision-making.
How can we work on recognizing both parties if we want to be impartial and ensuring the humanitarian principles?
It's difficult even to coordinate these things.
I think there's supposed
Merge,
to be
converge the
convergence of
maybe we need to converge our thoughts.
So the trick for us, and that was the objective of this workshop, one, to demonstrate how difficult it is to have common terms of reference. This workshop was about process, not about outcomes. And I hope that even though it encouraged some rather interesting confrontations, that in the end, that it was of value to you all.